Oh man, Larry Wheels. Been watching this guy for a few years now. Oh man. This is one of those things where it was like, I think most of us saw this coming. I tell you the truth, I didn't think it was gonna be this soon. When he married her last year or something like that, a lot of these celebrity marriages, a lot of times, man, they get annulled real quick, sometimes. But I don't know what it is. Look, I've been watching for months. I've watched several videos from different creators. I've even watched, of course, Larry himself. Everywhere from Coach Greg to this piece of shit is Sharmuta. John Bravo bodybuilder. He's hilarious, yo. I don't think John Bravo ever smiles. I don't think I've ever seen him smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the same look all the time. But, God, they were going through so many things in his recent past and history. Just their relationship, his relationship with other people. And I was just like, oh my God. So, and talking about a lot of it on here, it gets you demonetized. So you have to go look for those videos yourself. However, after seeing the videos with, they're talking about how she was looking at Rampage and the way she reacted, to certain things that were said or whatever. And then he asked her something about, like, would she still love him if he wasn't rich and famous? And, her answer that she gave. And it was like, So, says here, Larry Wheels confirms split from supermodel wife. What? She wasn't a supermodel, was she? She was wasn't she just an Instagram model? Anyway, lets her keep $300,000 Bentley. And I'll make sure she's good, he says. I did see the clip that's running around of him saying that it's beyond repair. So I'm wondering what happened. There's several things that could have happened because of the videos that I've been watching. Just several things that could have happened. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know the reasoning behind it. But it says, powerlifter and social media influencer Larry Wheels revealed that he and his girlfriend, Bosnian model... have broken up, but he still plans to finance her lavish lifestyle. Well, and he said, I'll make sure she's good. So I don't know if that's kind of like coming to a deal, because he doesn't want to get raked over the coals. During their casual, because he didn't have her sign a prenuptial, did he? During their casual conversation at UFC, Cutton and Tate Wheels talked about the breakup without much detail. Tate looked astonished by the statement. We separated, said Wheels. It just grew apart. That's it. The news shocked people. You're just going to tell them on camera? Asked Tate, regardless of the divorce. Wheels assured her that he would continue to support her lifestyle and provide all the expensive things he had bought for his girlfriend. Yeah, see, I didn't see that in the clip, but maybe there's more to it. We're separated, but I'm just going to have to take care of her, explains Wheels. I'll get her something nice. I'll make sure she's good. Tate made some jokes about the value of the items left behind. You must have been some real a-hole for her to give up a G-Wagon, he said. When Tate wondered whether the couple could reunite, he encouraged Wheels to try again. Why don't you fix it, he said. It's nothing beyond repair. You just gotta want to fix it. But Wheels disagreed with him. Beyond repair, he said. No, I'm not trying to. At one point, Tate offered to help him fix the relationship. You want me to call her and fix it? Yeah, right. He can't do it. Yeah, he proposed, can we fix it? He said, I'm good. Wow. And he didn't ever sign no prenup. He got come up off some money. That could get real dirty in the future. It could get real dirty in the future. Harry's wild though. He's been real open though about his issues and talked about them. That does take a certain amount of courage to come out online and tell people, certain issues that he had. I saw some of them. I was like, he was spending so much money per day on a particular website and people that provide certain services for his enjoyment. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I remember talking to my one boy years ago about this other person I knew who was hooked on. And when I told my boys, I was like, yeah, he's hooked on it, man. And he was like, well, who ain't? There's levels to this. Levels. This is, man, I got one story for you, but it's somebody that's close to me. If I tell you what he did to his wife, because he was finishing things with something on screen and didn't want to be interrupted. I was like, when I heard this story, I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, some dudes are really hooked. I mean, really hooked to levels you would never understand if you're just a guy. Like, I think there was a something for the Hub that came out a few years ago. Actually, I think they put it out every year that kind of tells you how much is being watched, what they're watching, how long people are on there. I think the average time limit on there was like 3.5 minutes. So, dudes are checking in, getting what they need, and checking out. You see what I'm saying? But dudes, hours. Even Terry Crews has said he had that issue. Starting out at night and then on into the morning. What? That opens up another story. Someone I know, they said, someone told me he stayed with someone for a little while and they found out that he was on from night to morning. Wow. So it's kind of funny what people get addicted on a lot of times. People get addicted on things they find pleasurable. Food. People get addicted to food. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that gives you a high, like certain, you got gambling, stuff like that, that just, but when you got the primal instincts that people are getting addicted on, something that your body's wired to really like, and we have the way things are now, we have an abundance. Like, we have abundance of food. We have an abundance of food. No matter what you think about how much food you can buy now, it's an abundance compared to years ago in time, where food was a lot more scarce. Where we have an abundance. And we have an abundance of pictures and stuff that you can find that years ago, you wouldn't be able to see that. You would have to be in the business or have to be really rich, super wealthy, and have like a harem, or have, famous and just have, so many after you that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's wild when I saw that story. But anyway, I hope he finds his happiness. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this whole thing and my rant, talking about all the crazy stuff out there, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers.